Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Overall Podcast. How's it going, Graham? How's your weekend?
It was good, man. I had a good weekend. We celebrated my dad's birthday, so we had some really good steaks. My grandparents used to own a vending company, and so they have like a lifetime contract with Ben and Keith, who is like the main food delivery source for like all restaurants and stuff like that. Well, pretty much any food or beverage services, it goes through Ben and Keith in the state of Texas, at least. So we actually got some like just a grade under Wagyu steaks from Japan. We got some of those we had a big slab of beef. Oh yeah, like a big slab of beef. We had to cut it.
Dang.
Everything. Yeah. So very delicious. Yeah, it was a good way. And then A&M obviously owning the state of Alabama happened this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, a pretty good weekend. What about you?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I had a nice steak Friday night.
It was a steak weekend.
Yeah. Elway Steakhouse, to anyone who is or if you ever travel to Denver, Elway Steakhouse is the best steak I've ever had. Even though, like you might be thinking, oh, it's probably just famous or popular because the guy's name.
Yeah,
maybe, but I can tell you their steak is the best I've ever had. So I want to try Kobe beef. That is on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very jealous today.
My buddy was looking at trying to look at getting a pound of Wagyu. He's like, dude, it's impossible right now.
Yeah.
The grade of Wagyu he wanted, it was like $4,000 or something like that.
I'm looking it up. I can't even imagine. You know that Apex streamer Rogue?
Yeah.
That dude's like super like Wagyu, like he's like a connoisseur and he gets it delivered and stuff. I'll have to look, but a steak on this website is anywhere from $200 to $300
for just one steak.
Here's one boneless ribeye. Now it looks big. A5 Wagyu beef whole boneless ribeye. I don't know what that means. There's no size indicator, but the picture's a big chunk of meat. $1,150.
Okay. So 1-inch thick loin is $580 each for this one. And then the whole loin is $4,500 of Kobe A5 Wagyu ribeye.
Jesus, man. Don't get me wrong. I'd pay it.
Bruh.
But I can't right now.
Bruh.
I will eat that one day.
Oh, man, It just sounds so good.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for us.
Food goals. Yeah. It's a great weekend with food. And it was a great weekend for college football.
Any viewers out there, put in the comments if you want. Do you prefer, let's see, filet, ribeye, I don't know, tomahawk, whatever your favorite steak is. New York strip. And then put how you get it cooked. And anybody who puts medium well or higher will get banned from our channel.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah. Medium rare is more than enough. Yes. More than enough.
Medium rare, always.
Yeah. Even if you go medium, you're already getting into like if it takes you longer than 20 seconds to chew, you're done for.
Ooh. Yeah, and there's just like I don't know how to describe it, but we were in Newport, Rhode Island, a couple weeks ago. Beautiful town. I highly recommend it. And we went to this, I guess it was a seafood / steakhouse place. I didn't want to get steak like right there in the ocean. I wanted to get their lobster and everything, but it was during their lobster. They had like a seafood festival that weekend. So I was like, well, I'll get it all tomorrow. So I'll try their steak. That was supposed to be imported from Brooklyn, this famous butcher. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but not the greatest I've ever had. Yeah. And they three of us, my mother and father-in-law got the steaks. My wife did it. They overcooked their two steaks, like medium rare. They overcooked it to like medium well. I don't send food back, but I will on a steak because I literally won't eat it.
Yeah.
They cooked mine perfect, almost. But I was like tasting theirs. I was like, there's a little pink. Let me just try it. And then I was able to like literally compare.
Yeah.
Like one bite. And there's just something about like a medium rare that's like I don't know, the meat's tender. I don't know how to describe it. It just chews different.
Yeah, it does. It 100% does. This steak that we had, the fat on the steak, the gristle on the steak was just as tender as the meat itself, dude. Like There was no chew difference at all. Yeah. Oh, it was just.
You can get a good ribeye like that too. Yeah. If you eat any steak, ribeye, even if it's supposed to have a lot of fat and it's chewy fat, it wasn't cooked right.
Yeah. After football season, this may just become a steak review channel.
Yeah, right. I'm a steak snob, man.
Same with pizza. I am, like, dude.
I won't eat Papa John's and I won't eat a steak at Chili's. That's just who I am, So, yeah, maybe we'll do a Barstool pizza thing or rip them off.
Yeah, but for steak.
With steak, yeah.
I love steak. All right, let's get into college football because I had a good weekend. You had a interesting weekend with it. I mean, Tennessee won.
Yeah, which I predicted. I knew they would. But
yeah. But we'll actually, how do you feel? I'd like to hear this because it was an interesting game.
It was.
From all accounts,
I thought our defense was better.
Yeah.
I thought we had a higher ranked defense playing better teams going into that game. So I'm still very puzzled on how we gave up that many points to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, I am ashamed of my defense today. And our offense is very impressive. I think we held the ball almost 15 minutes. They held it. Basically, they held the ball for 3 quarters.
For 3 quarters, yeah.
They almost had 600 yards of offense. They didn't punt. And we beat them.
Yeah.
And we had the lead most of the game. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I don't know. Going into Georgia, I would have liked to seen our defense play a little better because I've always said that Georgia's offense is not good. So if you do have a good defense, you might stand a fighting chance. Not that we were ever going to win, but we'll see. I don't know. At least we won, right? Like past years, Butch Jones, Dooley, Pruitt, they find a way to lose that game. So if you were watching or anyone else out there,
I watched the end of it.
Okay, I watched the whole thing. What won us that game was 3 points. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, well there's 3 points, but it was also right before halftime. They went for it on 4th down, 4th and 9, I think, around midfield. Yeah. I thought it was wait, really? You weren't even in the iffy range, in my opinion. You were in between the 35s, maybe. I don't know, but they went for it. They didn't get it. So then we got the ball back with just seconds, 20, 30, 40 seconds on the clock. And we marched down and got a field goal. Whereas again, most of our pass coaches would have just kneeled it and, put their tail between their legs and went to halftime. And that was the extra 3 points. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I don't know. Well, I feel good. I'm glad we won. I predicted we'd win. So
yeah, I was hoping y'all would win.
I thought we'd beat them. Let's just say if our defense would have showed up even halfway what they had been, we do beat them by multiple scores. I'm not happy that we gave up 40 points to Kentucky.
Yeah. But your offense played well. I mean, in 15 minutes, y'all were able to put 45 points on the board. I mean, y'all were just dominating their defense all day long.
3 plays of over 70 yards.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Our quarterback had 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and he had 13 completions.
Yeah.
Just what?
Yeah, that's a bad defense.
Well, it is, but we've done it all year long. Even against Bama, we had a 60-yarder.
That's true.
It's like our offense either 3 and outs or it's a home run. Very rarely has it been a methodical drive. So I don't know. You live and die by the long ball. It's not something I want, but we'll see. Georgia will be a very, very good test.
Where y'all play in Georgia?
And now in Knoxville. It's our homecoming game, sadly. So, yeah. Dang. Yeah, we should have scheduled it for Vandy, our last cupcake, but oh well. All right. Yeah, go Vols. Representing. But, yeah. How about your Aggies? I saw the score. I didn't watch any other game.
So there was no offensive touchdown in the whole game.
Wait,
yep. Our touchdown was from a Bo Nix fumble, scoop and score. Yeah, no offensive touchdowns. But we played great on offense. Both our running backs, one of our running backs had over 100 yards. Zach Calzada, 15 of 29 for 192. We had big plays, but never could get in the end zone. Calzada got hurt again in this game. His whole shoulder came out, and they were trying to put it in on the sideline, and he couldn't do it. So they took him into the tent, luckily that was on third down, so we punt. We make them go 3 and out, right? Our backup quarterback comes in for one play, comes back out, Calzada back in the game, ends up driving down the field and getting another field goal. Like, the kid is probably got the biggest heart than anybody else in this game.
That's pretty cool.
It's insane. That's 2 times he's been injured in a game, came back out, and then led to a scoring drive. So
I'll give the. And to be honest, are you talking about that last field goal you guys got? Is when he came in?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even needed. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have let him back in the game.
Oh, no. We were down at their 25-yard line against Alabama when he got hurt.
Right. No, I mean, in this game, right? Like he came back in for the last field goal.
Was that no, it wasn't the last field goal.
Oh, okay. No.
And then they ended up playing the rest of the game.
I was probably here, at the start of the fourth then. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Insane. So, but other than that, Bo Nix never had a pass over 15 yards. We completely shut them down. It was awesome. It was great to see. They averaged 2.2 yards a carry. I think they had like 73 total yards of rushing offense. Like, dude, complete lockdown. We had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, an interception. I mean, it was just a beatdown on all sides of defense for them. They did play us pretty hard, I would say, for our offense. Obviously, us not scoring, but we showed up, and I think we shut up a lot of people about the things that were said after our 2 losses. So it's nice. It's nice to own the state of Alabama. That's both Bama teams and the SEC beat this year.
Yeah, I mean, people can say that.
No big deal. There was also 109,000 people at that game. It's like the second biggest crowd that we've had. It's insane.
I guess it was a good matchup on paper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really would have. It was a good game. It was like a scoop and score is the difference, right? Like,
yeah, a really good scoop and score too.
I mean, you guys are up. Wait, what was the other touchdown?
Sorry, we didn't have another touchdown, but we did have.
We went for 2 in the.
We went for 2 in the fourth. Yeah, after we got the scoop and score, we went for 2 and got it.
And then the extra field goal at the end was not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was, in my opinion, probably like a 12 to 3 game. That's a good game.
Yeah, it was. It was a good game because of how defensively I don't think Bo Nix made a pass without somebody in his face the whole game. It was amazing.
He had 3.7 yards per pass, 226 total yards for Auburn. That's pretty horrible. 2.5 a carry rushing.
2.5, yeah.
Penalties were kind of even.
Yeah, dude, there were some, though, that they did. Oh, my gosh. Like, blatantly just missed calls on A&M. It was stupid. Like, calls that should have gone for A&M. Like, whether it was like face mask calls, holding calls, defensive holding calls, like, just stupid. It was off. There was some, like, it seemed like at one point we were like, okay, are these refs going for Auburn? Like, what's going on here? These are kind of blatant calls.
I feel that way too. I think it's whoever's team, unless you're Alabama. I think it's very clear Alabama gets the better calls. But Auburn is in Alabama, so
yeah,
because that's the office and everything else being there.
And A&M is the most hated team in the West throughout the SEC because we're an implant. Yeah,
I guess so. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. I bet some diehards are like that.
We're a year away from 10 years in the SEC.
God, really?
2012.
It doesn't seem like it.
And not at all.
I don't want Texas and Oklahoma.
I don't either.
I don't. I mean, like, I'd like it for like a competitive standpoint, but just, I don't know. I'm kind of like,
I'm jaded about
putting up the goalposts, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want Missouri in. I just don't think they're SEC like. Oh, I get it. They won the East, but I'm just saying.
See, here's the thing.
Here's the weird.
Texas is going to get bullied for 90% of their schedule. In fact, I can probably say that for the first at least 2 to 3 years that they're in the SEC, the only games that they'll win, unless they play like Vanderbilt, is probably against their out of conference games.
Yeah. I agree at the start. I think it'll be a very big recruiting swing for them, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with A&M and the route that they're going, if you have a toss-up between A&M wanting you as a 5-star recruit or Texas wanting you as a 5-star recruit, A&M just beat Alabama. Texas can't even get off the field, much less. I mean, they have no ability to win a football game right now. They're getting stomped into the ground every single game they play. Why wouldn't you want to go for the team that has a better chance of winning a national championship in the next 5 years than a team that is praying they can figure out a way to stay top 25 for an entire season?
I agree for now.
As a recruiting standpoint,
yeah, but like Tennessee is in that boat right now. Like we're better than Texas, but we're not national championship contenders. You know what I mean? Not in the next few years, probably. And I'm saying probably very optimistically, probably longer than that. My point is, but we still get NFL players, you know?
I mean, it's Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah, maybe they do have a better tradition.
It is Tennessee.
I mean, we do than Texas, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just think Texas in about 5 years after being in would be like, unless they just completely just crap the bed in hiring, you get SEC, you get coordinators who's familiar with the recruiting in the South, and then it becomes a thing, and then they start building, and then they got money. So I don't know. I think that I'd rather go to A&M right now if I'm a kid, but after 5 years of being in, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
It'd be good though.
Shoot, that's 10 years from now almost for them. A&M could have a couple championships underneath their belt by then. On the route we're going,
until that happens, who knows?
If we have Haynes King this entire season, or if we had Calzada from the beginning, A&M is undefeated right now. But Calzada had to have this adjustment period that didn't work out too well for him. Those 2 games didn't work out too well for him, but now he's playing great.
I thought you were crazy before you guys beat Bama talking about that, but let the record stand. Graham is absolutely correct.
We would be undefeated. We would be undefeated right now. We would probably be number 1 because our offense is better than Georgia.
Yeah, and you beat Bama, and Georgia's not going to play anybody as good as Bama until Bama.
Nope. No, and they
will lose. For the record, I am never wrong.
Well,
Georgia will lose to Alabama.
Here's the thing. There's a chance that Georgia gets to play A&M in the SEC championship because LSU, Texas A&M, and Florida have all exposed the issues that Alabama has and have Florida almost beat them. A&M did beat them because we're the better team. LSU, not being that good of a team, almost beat Alabama. If Auburn can do what A&M and LSU have done to Alabama, they will beat Bama. And if Bama loses to Auburn, A&M goes to the number 1 in the West, and we are playing in the Big 12 championship because with our SEC championship, because our only other team that we have to play that we need to worry about is Ole Miss.
Fair enough.
So if Auburn beats Alabama, which I don't know where they play, if they play in Auburn, that's even better for us. They play at Alabama, so that'll be tough. But at the same time, if that does happen, if they do beat Alabama, A&M is playing in the championship game. If we beat Georgia, how do we not sit at the number 1 spot in the college football playoffs? As a 2-loss team.
As a 2-loss team, I don't think you'll be at number 1, but I think you'll get in the Final Four, which is all that matters.
But here's the thing. How can you not say that we're not the number 1 team? Yeah, we have 2 losses, but you have to look at the progression of things when you look at the aspect of who you're beating, because right now, if you watch anybody on any sort of sports commentary, sports casting, they're like, by no other chance is any other team ever even close to who Georgia is. They are by far the number 1 team in the country, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, if A&M exposes that and beats them, but how are they not? At least, I mean, if we obviously are better because we have 2 losses on a fluke, we should be undefeated.
Yeah. If Oklahoma's undefeated, let's just say they run the table, okay? They will not put a 2-loss team over them. And I agree with that. I'm not saying that they're not better. I'm just saying
would run through Oklahoma too.
And they'll get to prove it. I just think if you got 2 losses, you should be counting your blessings if you get in. We've never had a 2-loss team in. But I think A&M would get in.
I think you'd have to. You'd have to.
Because Oregon's got 1. You're going to say that one more loss for A&M's not as good. Oregon, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who's Oregon played? Think of strength of schedule.
Yeah, but
how many teams? How many ranked teams has Oklahoma beaten? How many ranked teams will A&M have beaten by the end of the season?
Yeah, and I think the it's just I don't know. I think they should get in and with 2 losses, but just don't forget how bad that loss to Mississippi State was. You know what I mean? Like, as good as the Georgia win is, it covers it. Or because if you were a 2-loss team with 1 upset, right? Let's just assume you wouldn't even sniff it. You know what I mean? Like, if you hadn't played Bama already and Georgia was your first big win. Sorry.
No.
So
it is the win over Alabama that launches us over that, and the win over Auburn. But we have to have Auburn beat. I think Auburn's the only team that has a chance of beating Tech or beating Alabama throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, they got New Mexico State and Arkansas, so not likely. And it's always last week. It's at Auburn. It's actually at Auburn.
Oh, it is at Auburn, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the last game of the year. Auburn's got nothing to lose. They're going to a bowl, but they're not, in championship contention. Yeah. We've seen it before with worse quarterbacks, right? Bo Nix is not good, but who was that guy that Auburn on the tip that just caught out of nowhere beat Georgia? I mean, like, Auburn's beat Bama with way worse quarterbacks. So
and the way that they usually beat Auburn is not by their quarterbacks or their offense dominating the field. It's usually by a fluke, like the kick 6 and stuff like that.
Right. That'll be interesting.
I'm excited. That's 11/27. That's in a couple weeks. We are 3 weeks away from that. That's 3 weeks away from the end of the season, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. We have college football play, the CFP rankings that come out tonight at 9 p.m. This is Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Time. They come out. A&M in the AP poll was put at 11. I think that's forced. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I was trying to look them up.
They don't come out till 9 p.m. for the CFP rankings. Most people are calling 247 Sports has called that A&M will be top 10. We'll see. I'd like to see Tennessee ranked after their win.
Nah.
Top 25. I mean, what do you have? How many losses do you have?
4.
You have 4 losses, but you have.
We won't get them.
Let's see where y'all are at.
I don't even want to be ranked. I mean, are we better? If we played Pittsburgh, oh my God. Speaking of if he had a quarterback, we beat Pitt today by 20 points. But, woulda, coulda, and we beat Florida. Beat the brakes off Florida most likely.
You would beat the brakes off Florida by now.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, but should we be ranked? Nah, I'm cool with it. We finish the season, 7-5 probably. Assuming we lose to Georgia and then we get a bowl win, we'll probably sneak in there. But, I'm not happy with 8 wins. We've had 8 wins a few times in the last 10 years. I don't care about it, If we hit 8 next year, I'll be mad. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay, great. Now get 10, get 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We better be a 1-loss team next year.
Yeah.
We should handedly beat Alabama next year, in my opinion. Because our quarterback will be settled in. Hopefully, God, we just need injuries, man. Injuries kill us. We'll see. You want to talk about Apex a little bit? How are
Apexlegends. Yeah, new season is
I like it.
It's good. Yeah.
I'm enjoying the new map. I'm gold 3 right now, about halfway through.
Yeah, you texted me the hard stuck gold 4.
Yeah, dude.
I'm hard stuck plat now, dude. I'm gonna have to solo queue. Anytime I play with anybody, it just gives me abysmal lobbies. Like if you go in with a full squad, it just once out of 10 games, you won't have somebody with like 50,000 kills on PlayStation. It's like, Jesus. Man.
Yeah, dude. I came across these guys 2 nights ago. These 2 friends that play, and they're both fucking goated.
That's what I mean.
To be honest. To be honest, guess where they're from?
No,
Colorado.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And I was talking to him. He's like, "Oh, where are you from?" I was like, "Oh, I'm from Texas." And he goes, "Oh, that's cool. I got a buddy from Texas." I was like, "Oh, what's his name?" He said, "Cody." I was like, "No way. I got a buddy from Colorado named Cody."
That's
that
funny.
I met playing this game. Funnier.
He's probably like, "You making fun of me?" Nope.
No. Serious.
It's funny.
Yeah, they're pretty goated, dude. They're the ones that got me out of Gold 4. I mean, dude, I was hard stuck, and they carry me. I mean, both of them will get 6 kills a game, easy.
Bro, that's what we need, man. That's what I need. New map. I don't love it, and I don't hate it. It's a good map. That's what I'll say. I enjoy it. Like it's something different. I think the high ground, low ground is a little too dramatic.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The choke points are bad, but not as bad as that. I thought it would be worse. Yeah. But the high ground, low ground is just, in my opinion, that's what makes the map not great. So
yeah, it's too much elevation.
Yeah, difference. I mean, Valkyrie can't even get over any of the mountains.
No.
And anywhere. I mean, like maybe in a couple spots, but like
yeah. Pathfinder's the most most useful movement character. And then I think one thing that is super needed, and I've seen that it has helped a lot with men I'm playing, is a Loba.
Really? Just for like loot?
Just for loot, man. Because of how big the map is, you can get.
Well, and the POIs are so big, you probably could, just like loot half a POI with 3 other teams there. Yeah.
And the map is, dude, time to play is forever. It's like 20 minutes a game.
Yeah, which I prefer. I mean, they've done things only to encourage third partying more. With the rank changes, you get more points for killing a better ranked person.
Yeah,
dude. At any turn, they try to help out the 8-year-olds with their mother's wallet. It's disgusting. But you got to keep in mind, most players, right? Like 98% of players who play any video game suck at the video game. So that's 98% of your profits. I get it. It's just don't make any rank changes at all if that's the change you make.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm only getting like 8 points a kill because I'm plat and I'm playing with some people who are gold. So most of the players or some of the players are gold. So then I'm only getting like 8 points a kill. I mean, it's like, wait, what? Like I'm still negative after, but 4 kills. It's ridiculous. I got 4 kills in a platinum lobby, minus 34, right? No, that's diamond. Whatever. Anyway, my point is it's stupid.
Yeah, it is. It's too much. I hate to say it, but Call of Duty had ranked the way ranked should be done right, because the way that they had ranked done is that it was like it was built to compete. It was built to be competitive, and so if you weren't good at the game and you tried to play ranked in Call of Duty, you got shit on, because it's built to be competitive. They use the same rules, they use the same options and the same abilities that you use in professional gameplay. That is it. That is the hard line that they draw on it. And it makes it hard because you can't use those cheap guns with new tubes. You can't use certain perks that make you your abilities to play the game quieter or stronger. They don't cater it to those kind of people, which I like. But if you're playing in multiplayer lobbies, which 90% of their people do,
I've never experienced the rank system on multiplayer like that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Black Ops 2 days and it's where it was heyday through Black Ops. But the last 2 games, I don't think they had ranked.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and that's what their game's missing. But still, the Warzone Fortnite streamers are still playing it. It's still #1 game out right now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying. Yeah, I am enjoying using Path a lot more. He is a lot more useful.
I do like
just fix his nerf box and grapple, for the love of God. There's no need for it now. His ultimate is good, but it's so high ground, it's still not breaking.
Yeah.
And then his whole scan beacon thing, everyone can do that now. So his passive's kind of irrelevant. I don't know. Just give us back
season 1, season 2, Pathfinder.
Yeah, exactly. Like I guess that's hard to say because like the whole issue was they couldn't get his hitbox right, so then you couldn't hit him, which was awesome. So, but then they figured out how to fix it, and they didn't just fix it; they fixed it and then added a bigger one. It's like you son-so. So he's actually never been perfect. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I would like him to. Hey, you got his hitbox finally, right? Yeah, take the bigger hitbox off of Wraith and Pathfinder, and if no one plays Rampart, then it's because she sucks. So. But yeah, it's cool. Last thing I want to complain about. This map would go, what did I say? It's good. Yeah. It would go to pretty good, right? It would go up another notch, right? Like it's a 7 right now. I go up to an 8. If they took out that, what we're calling Jurassic Park, the big open area with prowlers, take that out. Just make it a POI.
Yeah.
Or leave the prowlers and just make it a POI. But why can't the prowlers be just like the spiders? Like interact with them if you want, but they just they've griefed me a few ends. Man.
Yeah, they don't attack you unless you attack them. That's how it should be.
Yeah, the spiders are fine. Good Lord, how did you mess it up?
Maybe that's just some changes that will come from this next.
I don't blame them for trying it because Fortnite's had it before. You know, like a bunch of PvEs that just interrupt the building. And
here's the thing. I'm cool with the prowlers. I'm cool with the prowlers and I'm cool with the spiders. And here's why. And the reason why is because they are good for loot and they get your armor built up.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want that?
In ranked, just switch it to where you have to shoot them. And in pubs,
leave it how you want to. Yeah, who fucking cares? But in ranked, you should have to interact with them at least, just because sometimes I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't need the loot from them. I don't need the armor from them. I just want to go by.
You just get third-partied half the time.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how you can hear the prowler fights. Okay, at that in the middle, Jurassic Park, for better names. It doesn't have a name. Yeah. You can hear it from the far end of what is it, Antenna?
Yeah.
You know? Which I hate. I hate that POI. You can hear it, and it's like 600 meters. If nothing else, you're just getting thirded because somebody knows you're there, and they probably assume you're not even fighting anyone, so they'll just get the drop on you. Like it's just, I don't know. Bad. I'm not. It's not broken. It's not like broken my will yet, but I'd like to see it updated.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah,
they'll make updates. They will.
Who's the new legend? I forgot. Oh, Ash. Have you played?
No, I haven't. I'm not really interested.
I like her. She did not phase out Wraith. Pun, right? She didn't take out Wraith like I thought she would.
Yeah, Wraith is still used quite a bit actually.
Because her portal doesn't go very far. I mean, it goes far enough.
Yeah.
It's only one way and it's very good, but it's really only good for pushing fights. Like it's not as good as Wraith's portal to like get out.
Yeah, it's not good for movement.
Because you have to see where you're pointing it. So if you have a line of sight to it, your opponent probably does too. So then they'll just shoot you. So it's a good mix. I'm not complaining on it, but to me, I was kind of selfishly like, oh, okay, cool. So I can still play my Wraith, you know. I'm like a Wraith, one of those Wraith mains. I'm actually playing Path the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing is Path and
with rest of
Bloodhound.
Yeah, Bloodhound's good because all the trees, man. You can't see anything.
Yeah,
I
like Bloodhound.
Like I can't hear that. It's weird. I can't hear anything. Like I can't hear getting thirded.
Yeah, there's some noise issues that I have too.
And you can't see them at all. So I don't know. I'd like to see them reduce the gunfire sound.
Yeah.
Because they can't fix they won't fix the other part, right? We know they can't fix their footsteps, but they can turn down the gun audio. That is something they can do. They can't make their audio better, but they can turn down the gun audio. So anyway, broken record. So
yeah. Lots of things we wish we could, but overall, I'm enjoying the season. I'm having fun playing it. I want to play it, so I wish I was playing it right now. So oh well.
Yeah, it's good.
We missed something though when we were talking about college football.
Oh.
Pick'ems.
Yes, you are correct.
So I got them, and I will read them off if you want to pick them.
All right.
So first game we got is Alabama playing New Mexico State at Alabama at 11 a.m. Bama by 50. Then the next game also at 11 a.m. we have Mississippi State at Auburn. That could be a good one.
Very good one. I'm gonna go Pirate. I'm gonna go Mike Leach.
All right. I'm going Auburn. I'm gonna go Auburn because I'm gonna be an Auburn fan for the rest of the season.
Right.
Because I need them to beat Bama. So Auburn. Then we have Samford at Florida.
Florida gets by them, but I also called South Carolina to beat them.
Yeah, you did. Samford, but the way Florida's playing, who knows? So yeah, Florida. Then the 2:30 game will be Georgia at Tennessee.
CBS game of the week. I mean, I got to be real. I'm picking Georgia. But I'm going to say they don't beat us by more than 17.
Fair enough.
Which is like 17 still a while. Yeah, whatever. But they won't kill us. That's my prediction.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm going to have Georgia on this game too. So the next game at 3 p.m., we have South Carolina at Missouri.
I'm going to go South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm going to say South Carolina as well. Ride the hype, right?
Yeah, but they're not good.
No, they're not.
So I could see them falling into a trap, but the only problem is Missouri might just be worse and it won't matter. That's more of my thinking.
It is funny how South Carolina went from like 6 rushing yards, or not even 6 rushing yards, to 200 something plus rushing yards in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And Missouri's got the worst rush defense in the country almost. So, yeah.
So, yeah, South Carolina.
I don't know what to make South Carolina. I think that they're just like very untalented. So that's why they're so hit or miss. But Missouri can't stop the run. So if you can run the ball and have anybody who can run a 4.5 on your team, you're probably going to win.
You're probably going to win. So South Carolina. Next game at 6 p.m., we have number 18. Or no, they won't be number 18 after tonight. Kentucky versus Vanderbilt.
Kentucky.
The next game also at 6 p.m. is Texas A&M at Ole Miss. I got A&M.
Ole Miss.
Really?
Not to hate on your team. I hope I'm wrong. I actually hate Ole Miss's quarterback, but we'll see. That one is the most unconfident pick I could ever pick. I couldn't tell you.
2.5 point spread right now on the line. We'll see. I think A&M wins this. Our defense is just too damn good.
Yeah. And if nothing else, I'm just doing it to spice things up because I couldn't tell you. I just don't feel one way or the other. Ole Miss is at home. Who knows?
All right. Then the last game of the night, Arkansas at LSU. Arkansas. I think Arkansas is going to win this game.
That's where my gut's leading me.
I think Arkansas is going to win this game, dude.
I'm going to go LSU again just to spice things up. But my gut's telling me Arkansas.
Arkansas is going to win this game.
LSU kind of like have given up, right? Like I get it. I've correctly said that they might, or they did beat Florida, right? But I get it. But then they played their big one, Alabama, and almost got there. But then now the players are like, all right, looking at the rest of the year, crappy teams, nobody to get up for. Coach is out in a couple weeks. Like they're going to overlook Arkansas because I can see it. I'm going to say LSU, but completely. I think Arkansas might win.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the SEC for the week. Hopefully our teams come out on top, but it'll be an interesting week for both of us. We'll see what happens in Georgia or at Tennessee. I'll watch that game. I'll watch that for sure.
That'll
be a good one.
I'll watch your guys' game too. It's probably the best matchup.
Yeah, it probably will be. 6 o'clock too, not bad. Not a bad night. It's nice. I like the 6 o'clock games because I can go through them a whole day without being stressed.
I like getting it over with.
I don't mind getting it over with. The 2:30 start was nice, but
yeah,
I like to wake up and enjoy my coffee.
True. And it's like 10 a.m. kicks here sometimes. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I just woke up. I don't need this violence of Tennessee.
Yeah, getting their ass handed to them.
or even if they win, it's always a roller coaster. It's like, gee, they can't do anything easy,
It's true. All right, let's go into NFL. Any notable things besides the Cowboys taking an L?
Well, a quick side note of NFL NBA crossover. It dropped today. Darren Williams, former NBA point guard, will fight ex-NFL running back Frank Gore in a boxing match on the Jake Paul Tommy Fury undercard, December 18th in Tampa.
Dang.
I think Frank Gore destroys him. Could be wrong, but I think he's got about 100 pounds on Mr. Williams. So
that'll be interesting. All right.
Why not? I don't like fights and stuff.
Yeah.
I won't rent it. I just won't. But I am interested. I'll be tuning in to see who wins. Okay, so the Cowboys. Didn't they lay an egg?
They did.
Yeah. Okay. I thought
well, 30-16. 30-16. They didn't get shut out, but
Broncos suck though.
Yeah, the Broncos suck.
That's a weighted loss.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was watching the game, Tennessee Vols game Saturday night, and I had a buddy who's a Cowboys fan. Dude's weird. He's from Colorado, but likes the University of Florida and the Dallas Cowboys. Like, it's like, dude, weird. I get it though. Like here, college doesn't mean anything. But I was like, how are you not a Broncos fan? I just don't get why.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Anyway, so he's like, yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm gonna go to the Denver Broncos bar. There's like especially here because there's so many transplants. There's like a University of Tennessee bar. I happened to watch the game at the LSU bar because that game was going on in the background. He said he's going to go to the Broncos bar, which is, you would think, every bar in town. And yeah, they are. But there's like a certain, this is the official Broncos bar. I forget their name. They have like a website and everything. But point is, he's going to go there and watch the Cowboys beat him and everything. And I knew as soon as he said that, he cursed him, you know? So blame that guy.
I don't care. It does not bother me any. I still think they're the best team in their division, but we'll see how it pans out for the rest of the season. Long season ahead, man. Long season ahead. New England beat Carolina, obviously.
I mean, we lost to the Jets. Titans lost to the Jets earlier this year. So you know what I mean? Like the NFL, those dudes are getting paid so much. Sometimes the effort's not there. It could just been an off week, you know?
Y'all played the Rams and beat them. That's a good win.
Yes, we beat the brakes off them. It's 5 in a row now. We are the number 1 record team in the NFL.
Nice.
And we did it without Derrick Henry. There's something about like the chemistry in Nashville in that locker room with Mike Vrabel. I just knew we'd win, right? Like, because everybody just doused on us all week. We're nothing without Henry. It's like, I promise you, I made a bet on my Titans, okay? I didn't pick them to win, but I never bet on my team. They were 7.5 point underdogs. I said, there's no way on God's green earth they're losing by 7 or more points. They might not win, but I promise you, like, that's how much disrespect was out there. Even Vegas was, okay? And then for just good measure, because I was like, again, the Nashville culture there in Tennessee for the Titans, I was like, I bet they'd try their hardest to get Adrian Peterson a touchdown, right? Like it would just boost morale everywhere. Sure enough, they did. They gave him a touchdown at the end. We were up big anyway. So I actually won that bet. But that's how confident I was. That's just who Tennessee is. That being said, they could lay an egg next week. That's also who Tennessee is. But
who are you playing?
I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, that's just who they are. They lost the Jets out of nowhere when they shouldn't, you know? Like,
but if you give them reason. At Tennessee. Play the Saints at Tennessee.
That'll be a tough one. So I think the Saints lost this week. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, go Titans. Henry. Adam Schefter's out there kind of tweeting a lot that, you know, Henry's done for the year. I've not seen that officially reported. So, my boy Shefty, stop. You know what I mean? If you know something, let it out. If you don't, shut up. I don't need to hear that.
Right. Slander.
Yeah. Like, no, Henry might be back, you know, divisional round. And then we've got Adrian Peterson and Henry. I don't know. Braves, I think in 98, 99, they made it to the World Series for the last time and lost. They broke that curse this year.
Yep.
Braves. Titans have only made it to the Super Bowl once in 99. Their first year was Tennessee Titans and lost by that half yard to the Rams, which they showed on replay a billion times every time they play. They showed it again that night. I don't know. If you believe in that kind of stuff, we're on track. Maybe we win it all. I don't know. Pat Mahomes doesn't seem as hard to get by now, even though we beat him in the playoffs, right? So
I think y'all have a pretty good chance.
I don't know.
NFL shaping up to be kind of interesting this year. It's nice. It's nice to see the, as being a Patriots fan, I love winning all the time, but it's nice to see the mix up now. It's kind of a toss up.
It is. And, looking around the AFC, I mean, you can't forget about Kansas City. Cleveland, I'm never scared of them. They're allergic to winning. But I mean, it matters.
Like the Cowboys have the same chance of going to the Super Bowl as Kansas City does this year.
Do they have the same record?
It's gonna be close.
I think the Cowboys are better, right?
6-2 for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Kansas City 5-4. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting season.
They play 11-21. It'll be interesting. at Kansas City.
Yeah, they do. Is that the? Wait, no, it's in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be the Thanksgiving game, but it's not. That would be fun. Who is a Thanksgiving game coming up? I guess when is Thanksgiving? Oh, okay. Here it is. Yeah, the 25th. Cowboys will play the Raiders. I don't know, man. Saints this week? I don't know. But for now, Titans are the best team in the NFL. Like it or lump it, Derrick Henry will be back, but we're still going to win without him. We had, 2 pick sixes? Back-to-back passes. That was kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So, media, please keep bringing the hate. Yeah, that's all. That's all the NFL I got.
Cool. Well, I got nothing else really I wanted to talk about. Craziness as this world continues to get crazier, but
true that. Yeah, I got nothing, man. Thanksgiving coming up. We'll probably take that week off, but yeah, I mean that's not for it's the 3rd week in November. What is it now? Dang, 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
that's nuts. 2.5 weeks away. So yeah, man, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week, hopefully the same time. And see you.